If you have a conscious and sustainable brand and you want to participate in Black Friday and Cyber Monday because you know that it generates a lot of revenue, but you don't know how to balance it because you are a conscious brand, then this video is for you. There's no right or wrong answer when it comes to if you should or shouldn't participate in Black Friday and Cyber Monday. It's really around your values and your brand's values. So let's say you decide to discount your products this Black Friday and Cyber Monday to really try to capitalize on that season and make more revenue. That is completely fine. However, I just want you to keep in mind that hopefully this is the one time in the year you're discounting. We want to make sure you're not overly discounting. I talk about this a lot in our podcast, which is called Recloseted Radio, but also with our clients too, and I've talked about it on the YouTube channel as well. But if you discount too much and too often, you will erode your premium brand equity, meaning as a conscious brand, you have higher priced items because they are high quality, they are intentional, and they are meant to last. That means that every single piece is an investment. However, if you're constantly slashing your prices, you're constantly putting things on sale, then what happens is you condition your customers to only buy from you on sale, which erodes your premium brand equity. If they know you constantly have sales, why would they ever buy something full price? Right? So if you are going to be participating in Black Friday and Cyber Monday, then please just make a mental note that this is going to be the one and only time you're going to discount this year. And I would tell your customers such too, so they don't expect it moving forward and don't expect like a monthly sale or something like that. On the other hand, if you decide not to participate in Black Friday and Cyber Monday, that is totally fine as well. There are other things you can do, and I'm going to talk about it later in this video, but the first thing you need to do is decide whether or not you're going to discount this Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and then we're going to talk about how you can execute. Let's start with assuming you are going to be discounting this Black Friday and Cyber Monday season. The first thing you want to do is explicitly tell your community that this is going to be the only time you're doing this. Like I previously mentioned, you want to make sure they don't get used to this or they think this is going to happen all the time. The other thing to consider too is you could discount a little bit, maybe a 10% off sale or something like that, and then you could provide other perks if they buy during this time. So you could do a gift with purchase, maybe like a scrunchie based on offcuts, or you could even do other perks. You could do fun giveaways and partnerships with other brands. Just really think about what you can do during this time that might make it more exciting to purchase. And another thing you can do is around your messaging as well. So you can really try to send out messaging around the fact that yes, you will be putting things on slight discount for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. There will be maybe a gift with purchase or a perk. And then the other thing too is just reminding your community that even though it's on discount, they should only buy if they really need it, and to think about cost per wear and how many times they actually envision themselves using the piece. And that can really just like add to your whole conscientiousness as a brand overall. And then if you do decide to do this, I would not wait until the Friday to go on sale. I would actually go on sale on the Monday, because I find that more often brands are starting earlier and earlier, and you would hate to be one of the last brands to do it and then everyone's kind of like spent what they had budgeted for Black Friday. So I would start a little bit earlier. I would run it the Monday to the Friday, that's the actual Black Friday, and then to the Cyber Monday as well. Ultimately, it is up to you, but I would recommend you start a little bit sooner. On the flip side, if you decide not to discount this Black Friday and Cyber Monday, then I would run a lot of social media campaign around it and really try to use it to grow your audience, nurture them, and spread awareness and educate them about slow fashion. So instead of discounting, I would just post a lot of stuff around sustainable fashion, slow fashion, the harmful effects of fast fashion, and just really raise a lot of awareness around it. And I would start to post this at the beginning of November. It can definitely be your theme for the month, and I think it's important to drill that home earlier rather than later so that it can start to, percolate in people's minds and also hopefully go semi-viral as people share it. But I would definitely start earlier rather than later. And then if you decide you don't want to discount, but you still want to have some sort of perk available, you can do the exact same thing. Like you could have a gift with purchase or some sort of perk or a collaboration with another partner you have, so that at least your customers in your community is incentivized to buy during this time, even if you're not doing a discount. And then same messaging too, like remind people if they don't need it, they don't need to buy it, it's totally fine. And then just do a lot of education awareness raising. Once you have decided whether or not you're going to discount and how you're going to execute it, The next step is to prepare, and I think it's really important to plan in advance so that you don't get stressed out and this is executed to the best of your abilities. So make a plan around what the offer is going to be. Are you discounting? Are you doing a gift with purchase? Are you doing certain perks? Are you doing partnerships and collaborations? What does that look like? And then really figure out your messaging around this whole campaign too. Are you going to really emphasize that people shouldn't buy if they don't need it? Are you going to talk about the harmful effects of fast fashion and Black Friday and this overconsumption, this kind of mentality we have? Really think about what that's going to look like and then plan it in advance, schedule in advance so that when it does come to Black Friday and the holiday season in general, it can be slightly less stressful for you and you can still get out what you need to get out. I hope that this was helpful for you. You can be as creative as you want this Black Friday and Cyber Monday season, but remember to plan in advance, adhere to your brand values, and together, let's transform the harmful fashion industry.